So this whole thing with the telling on the dead, what's if you telling on the dead,
Everybody
like
telling dead people, bro.
this was a situation where you volunteered to do this, right? Like you wasn't in a situation
Bro,
where like
stop playing with me, bro. On Tooga Gray, because if
no,
we
I'm
was in
asking
person
you.
on Kyra, I'd press you in real life, folks.
Bro, you ain't gonna
On,
do shit to
I
me.
would,
Big
gang. On
grave,
Lil
I'm not
Brown, I
worried about
would,
none of
gang.
that. I'm trying to give
On
you a
Scrap, I
respect, gang.
would. On
Play with you,
Kyra, I'd
bro. You
take
don't
your
gotta
life,
threaten
folks.
me, bro. All
On
that
Tooga,
disrespectful
folks,
shit, gang.
I'd kill you, gang.
No cap. In front of my daughter and my sit down.
But let's slow down. See, Fbg Butta was talking to the feds when he got arrested 2 years ago, which is how he became Cooperator 3 in the 68-page indictment against Oakland. For those wondering.
So they saying Fbg Butta when he got locked up and he was crying, he was talking to the feds that day, and that's how he became a witness in an old block murder case of Fbg Duck now.
These exotic boys, smoking exotic ops. You ain't heard about murder boys, we got exotic blocks. Tied to pull up real fast, with a lot of shots. Bitch, I'm feeling just like Mac, I got a lot of guap.
Butterman. What I'm hearing, Butterman? What y'all on? It's your boy Mac Mula, aka Mr. Mula Mac. I'm back with another video. Y'all know how we rockin'. Cop stock and kitty cushion in my pocket, man. Listen, check it out. Make sure y'all smash that thumbs up button, that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Follow your boy on the gram, follow your boy on Twitch, subscribe to the rest of my channels in the description, and make sure y'all that was the Thoink talking, not me. Okay. Make sure y'all shop my clothing line, man. They.US. The link is in the description, man. Get your hottest streetwear on the market right now. You know what I'm saying? Shop a lot of records. I'm gonna all the links in the description, man. Dead years. And if y'all wanna, let me tell you something. Let me put it to you like this. Look, don't say nothing. But if you watch the whole video, you can enter a giveaway. I'm giving away $500. All you gotta do is watch the whole video and see how to enter, and then follow the instructions, and then you'll enter. I send money to people all the time, so don't sleep and don't tweak, please. Get your 500. Okay. No, on bro grade though. So listen, they saying Fbg Butta then went in there and made a statement on somebody. I don't know the details. I'm just letting you know what the bird is chirping. No, yeah. I'm just letting you know what's going on out in the street and eight. So we finna see what's going on. Shout out to the family TV, like always, man. Y'all know how this come, man. Nobody wins when the family feuds.
Then you told me you felt like one of your own people wrote a statement on you. Can we talk about that?
Italian beef and Pepsi.
I'm talking about Butta.
Italian beef and Pepsi. I don't know who Butta is, man.
Expose, huh? Who should I expose? Should I expose my rappy Lil J trainings like they hold? Brain if I get caught, I say no name, cause I know bro gon' do the same. Hit the feds, he never talk.
I don't know no Butta, man.
That's what you call him now?
That's what he called himself. That's what he was eating in that room, pointing them statements out of
My mama like that.
Okay. You don't have anywhere else you could
My
say?
mama like that. My mama.
Laces on?
My mama like that.
He's gonna take your laces off.
Y'all sleeping chill. In front of my daughter and my
Sit down, man.
14-year-old.
Sit down. We're just talking.
What am I going to jail for? For not charging the band? What?
Within the last 48 hours, more than likely,
oh,
you
he had
heard
charged
of
the band.
name
He had
Fbg Butta or seen his face on your timeline on social
I
media.
think probably high
Mainly
bars,
because
man.
this Chicago rapper, and by his own statement, gang member, has took the stand not once, but twice in a high-profile case in Chicago. It's not the first time Fbg Butta was labeled as a snitch. He wore that jacket once
Lil J
before.
if y'all don't know, Lil J was saying that he snitched on him in his case. You feel me? I don't know, was it a body or a robbery? I can't remember. But they saying that Lil J was saying Butta had snitched on him.
Beef and Pepsi after a guy he got locked up with who's also another Chicago rapper who go by the name Lil J. He said he saw Fbg Butta talking to detectives, giving them information, eating an Italian beef and Pepsi while smoking a pack of squares.
Like 3 interviews when you were behind bars and you kept telling me you were gonna get out and things changed and.
For everybody that don't know what Italian beef is, basically he was calling him Italian beef and Pepsi because they saying he snitched for an Italian beef and Pepsi. Italian beef is like, I don't know if y'all know what that is in the rest of the country, but Italian beef is like a Chicago, like signature Chicago. Like it's basically, I don't know how to explain it.
You told me you felt like one of your own people wrote a statement on you. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, who you talking about? Italian beef and Pepsi?
I'm talking about Butta.
Italian beef and Pepsi. I don't know who Butta is, man.
hold on, y'all. Before we get back into the video, because we finna get right back into it, I gotta tell y'all about the Mula membership. The Mula membership is a website that I started a few years ago. Since I started this website, I have been able to put on so many of y'all, and I want you to be the next person to get put on. I'm gonna give you instructional videos, step-by-step instructions. I'm literally giving you lessons out weekly, daily, for you to understand these different categories. We talking about business, financial literacy, credit, crypto, we talking about stocks, we talking about Amazon, we talking about drop shipping, we talking about YouTube. I'm literally giving you the gems to be a boss, the gems to be a successful entrepreneur in 2023. So this is all you have to do. Click the link in the description, sign up right now for the low price of $50 a month, bro. $50 a month. You're gonna get access to a one-on-one help with me. You're gonna get access to my group chats where my experts worldwide work around the clock, 24/7, to make sure you have the best stock and crypto call-outs. That means all you gotta do is buy the same stocks and cryptos that I'm buying and make some of all this bread. Very simple, very easy. On Bro Game, stop waiting. Stop procrastinating. Click the first link in the description right now, especially if you want to be a boss. And if you dead serious, man, if you want to put that work in and get that money on, I'm talking about that easy money on, click that link in the description, shorty, right now, because we only got 2,000 spots, and I would hate to see you be missed out. Skate.
I don't know no butter, man.
That's what you call him now?
That's what he called himself. That's what he was eating in that room, pointing them statements out and shit. That's his name, man. Goofy. I ain't feed me. I ain't get a sandwich, a piece of bread, nothing. The sink ain't even working my cell, bro. Took him. He had Italian beef, a Pepsi, and a pack of squares right there. As soon as I saw that, oh yeah, that's old.
How do he know that?
Fbg Butta ended up responding to that viral clip. Shout out to Say Chief.
Fbg Butta and Fbg Duck
talking about it today. Fbg Butta has been accused, or no, he's been exposed for allegedly telling on a case that he has nothing to do with. Now, there was a reason Fbg Butta told authorities anything he could to get out of trouble, which I'll use this video to explain. But also, according to Fbg Butta's own statement less than 24 hours ago, he told on everybody who was deceased. But that's false. I'm here to explain his whole statement, talk about the people involved, and exactly what he said. So before we go over this one.
So, and they saying he snitched on the O Block case, y'all. The O Block, I think the O Block trial for all them niggas is right now, like as we speaking. You feel me? It's going on trial day, every day, you know, that take a minute, but
I don't give you no angle. I just
they calling witnesses and all, like the trial is going on
for them. Make sure you like,
and the
comment,
feds too,
and
feds,
subscribe.
FBI.
We'll jump right to it. Rakeem Wilton, aka Fbg Butta. Speaking of FBG, that allegedly stands for Flyboy Gang. Flyboy Gang also had another member who was a high-profile rapper who lost his life while in downtown Chicago shopping for a son. Carlton Weekly, aka Fbg Duck. It was August 4th, 2020 when he lost his life. He was only 26 years old. A year later, 5 members from O Block was arrested, and the feds made an announcement swiftly.
Erica Sargent.
I don't know why they thought they were finna get away with that.
Development in the of a Chicago rapper gunned down in the middle of the day in the Gold.
CBS 2 Stephen Graves is live at FBI headquarters with this big break in the investigation. Stephen.
Y'all should have waited till he got back to the hood. Y'all would have been
multiple arrests of gang members. Those who were involved in what the feds say were multiple crimes throughout the city, explaining that in broad daylight they say was done for a reason. The barrage of gunshots caught on video is hard to forget. The shooting, police believe, was committed by 4 people who jumped out of 2 cars on a busy Gold Coast street, traumatized shoppers, and Chicago rapper Fbg Duck in August of last year.
Thank you, and thank you all for being here.
Now, more than a year later, Chicago police, the FBI, and federal prosecutors announcing charges, all against 5 men who they say are all members of the O Block street gang.
That these 5 individuals...
The majority of them picked up Wednesday morning near 63rd and King on Chicago's south side.
The indictment also charges...
Federal prosecutors getting involved because they say the group is responsible for an elaborate string of crimes connected to the shooting. Some involved drug trafficking and violent crimes to protect other members. The of rapper Fbg Duck, also known as Carlton Weekly, was believed by law enforcement to be one of the acts that helped with, quote, maintaining and increasing positions in O Block. prosecutors also used social media and music videos to build a case. They say the men used both to publicly claim acts of violence, taunt rival gangs, and again, improve ranking and status. Chicago
you gotta be a
police
different type of dumb to go catch a body and then brag about it. That's why I be saying niggas be want to be too cool, too bad, gang. If you gotta go step on your op because it's gonna put some points on the board for you, and you know that it's a important figure and on their side, and you know if you take this nigga out, then they have less likely chances of coming to take y'all out. That's a war. I ain't tripping about no war. But bragging about it on Instagram like somebody won't come lock your ass up is stupid. Y'all, I would have disappeared. You wouldn't see me on the internet no more for at least a year. And when I came back, I was able to do the same. I wouldn't have talked about it, told nobody, mentioned it, rapped about it, none of that. Niggas be, I don't know what's wrong with people,
today saying they hope this speaks to the public and those hoping to commit similar criminal acts.
We are serious about our collaboration together, the federal partners.
There are now 5 people in custody who weren't in custody before. And now it's known to them, and it's known to anybody else who might be committing similar acts of brazen violence.
Y'all better
right?
sit the down
and who
somewhere.
may brag about it or not brag about it, that their day has come.
Now these was the 5 men arrested. Now stay with me. Here's how
one of them, I think one of them was a driver though. Because 4 people, they said 4 people hopped out.
And this trial that came up on the first week of December of 2023, 3 years later. In Chicago is something called Chicago Armed Habitual Criminal Charges.
Yeah.
2 years ago, Fbg Butta was in front of an officer crying and pleading not to get locked up after he was about to get arrested for his 3rd firearm. In Chicago, getting arrested for a firearm 3 times is an automatic 6 to 30 years. Which is the real reason he was crying.
Yeah,
Viral body cam footage that was released.
And niggas can act tough all they want to, gang. When you, man, look, it's funny to see him crying and all that. But like, I be chopping it up with Butta on some real and I chop it up with a lot of niggas from Chicago. And regardless of what no niggas say, bro, they just caught him down bad. But you ain't finna act like, nigga ain't finna act like, even if he held it together right now, you ain't finna act like you ain't gonna go in that cell and cry your eyes out. So regardless of all that niggas talking about, gang, no matter how the toughest, roughest, you think King Von was never in them cells crying his eyes out at nighttime, want to go home to his kids and his family and his girl and just because he ain't do it on camera don't make him less than no man because he did, folks. You see what I'm saying?
Last year.
It's funny. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to laugh.
Okay. You don't have anywhere else.
Especially with they funny as come on, with the music in the background. Skate.
No cap. In front of my daughter and my 14-year-old.
Sit down. We're just talking.
What am I going to jail for? For not charging the band? What did I do?
Now Fbg Butta managed to come right back out. And once his body cam footage went around, he released a track called 63 Bars with a little less than 500,000 views and counting.
If I take his brain, if I get caught, I say no name, cause I know bro gon' do the same. Hit the feds, he never talk.
But let's slow down. See, Fbg Butta was talking to the feds when he got arrested 2 years ago, which is how he became Cooperator 3 in the 68-page indictment against Oakland, for those wondering.
So they saying Fbg Butta when he got locked up and he was crying, he was talking to the feds that day, and that's how he became a witness in an old block murder case of Fbg Duck now. Now they saying he's snitching. Butta, what's going on, Ski?
Cooperator 3, and how do we know?
He's Cooperator 3.
Page 15, it states, Cooperator 3 will testify that he witnessed murders
committed by O-Block members in STL territory.
In STL territory. Specifically, the government expects Cooperator 3 will testify that he witnessed the murder of Dale Fisker, aka Squirrel, in STL territory in December of 2011. Now, STL is the territory of Fbg, just so that we all clear. According to
STL stands for St. Lawrence, because that's where O-Block, that's where Duck Dam used to be at, for everybody that don't know. 63rd and St. Lawrence. So when they say, Vaughn said I'm not from 63rd, that's why he's saying that, because they right on 63rd Street and St. Lawrence. You see what I'm saying? King Von and them is about 4 blocks over, and they on 64th. You get what I'm saying?
the Cooperator 3, Fisker was not a gang member, but he lived in STL territory. Fisker was murdered by O Block member T.Roy, known to law enforcement as James T. Johnson, and 600 member D. Rose.
Oh, they said T.Roy and D. Rose did that.
This is a vintage picture of King Von to the left,
they on
T.Roy to the middle, and D. Rose to the right.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna later talk about all three based on Cooperator 3 in this video, but all but one is still living, which is D. Rose.
D. Rose.
Now D. Rose doing 40 years for a body some say he didn't even do. Now we'll later talk about
a lot of
that
people
body,
say he got caught for that body. He didn't do that
in the video. But D. Rose was last
But
served.
the police will lock your ass if they know you catching bodies and they can't catch you on one. They'll just accuse you of something else. Like the police don't care about none of that, bro. They play sneaky just like everybody else.
About 5 years ago, when he spoke on getting 40 years, having a $100,000 bond for 3 years, and couldn't afford it and couldn't make it, even though he had two up-and-coming rising Chicago rappers who was naming him in his songs, Chief Keef and Lord Durk. He even went to trial without a lawyer.
I went to trial with no lawyer, and I'm set on a $100,000 bond.
So a guy that's serving 40 years, the only one that's living, based on the statements that he gave, 3 years before the guy he was responsible for was allegedly responsible for Dale, according to Cooperator 3, aka Fbg Butta. In 2015, D. Rose was convicted for the life of a 14-year-old who was in a drive-by on February 13, 2014. They go by the name of Denzel Richardson. May he rest in peace. I love condolences to his family.
He was dead. He got shot in the head because he was coming from the store and he was on his way home, him and a few of his friends. And as he was coming home, a van just opened up and started shooting at the crowd. He was not a tentative target at all. He was the one that got shot. There's just a lot of shooting going on in this neighborhood, and they just shoot any and everybody with no remorse. And my baby was one of the fatalities.
And you're saying he was in the ROTC?
He was in the ROTC. He played football. He played his video games. He was a respectable child. Vinzel, this is my son. Vinzel graduated from Emmett. He goes to Dunbar. He goes to Dunbar. And my son was a good kid. He was not in no gang. He was he was not a target. Vinzel was walking.
You don't know that, mama. Mamas always do that, and I don't mean no disrespect, but mamas always, when they son get, you know what I'm saying, something happen to their son, and they son lose their life or get killed or something like that, the first thing they do is get on Instagram. You say, what? You don't know what he was doing at school. You don't know what he was talking about with his homies. Because I'm going to let you know something right now. Chicago a crazy place, but niggas ain't pulling up on no niggas and just spraying crowds for no reason. Niggas ain't pulling up on nobody and just blinking down. It ain't really, it be cases of mistaken identity, don't get me wrong, but niggas ain't just pulling up on any and everybody just spraying because you look like you might be from over here. Like, you get what I'm saying? That ain't really happening like that. So if he wasn't on that, I mean, he was in a car with motherfuckers who was on that. And you get what I'm saying?
With a
everybody
group of
that get killed
guys,
ain't just innocent.
they got out and just started shooting
at
the crowd, and they shot my son. My son, this is a picture of the transcript that they sent there for his college. He was trying to go to Loyola. He was putting in his application as of now when he went to Dunbar. Dunbar is a very good school.
No, it's not.
And my baby is gone now.
Dunbar is a terrible
because
school.
people.
Dunbar is thug high, man. What the is she talking about? She said that like it was a magnet school. Take your by Dunbar when they get out there if you want to. You're getting your ass beaten, man.
People just don't have no remorse and no feeling. They just want to kill somebody. They just want to take my home and never be the same again.
Now another murder that Cooperator 3 claimed he was present for and witnessed was the demise of his sister, Kyra Barnes. Her nickname was K.I.
When K.I. got killed, and they said King Von did that, but when K.I. got killed, I think Butta knee got blew off in that same time, but he survived.
In the times.
Turn up. That why? She pulled the video. This is sturdy.
Turn up, turn up.
Some say even though they look alike, that's not Butta real sister. But that's what he told the feds, and that's what the feds telling the public. Cooperator 3 say that his sister K.I. was by O Block member Davon Bennett, aka King Von. It's crazy to know that on November 6, 2020, at just 26, King Von lost his life only a month after his rival, allegedly, Fbg Butta lost his life.
Yeah.
And Cooperator 3
months.
was present and was also shot during the incident. Cooperator 3 was able to escape and saw Johnson, aka T.Roy, waiting for him allegedly at the end of the alley. He was about to run through, so instead, Cooperator 3 was able to wait until Bennett, aka King Von, Johnson, aka T.Roy, had left. Before leaving, Cooperator 3 had observed King Von standing over K.I. and shot her multiple times, allegedly. Witness 1, who may also testify at trial.
And they said Fbg Butta is finna snitch on the O Block trial and say he saw King Von stand over K.I. and pop her multiple times. And he said he seen T.Roy at the end of the alley waiting for him to finish him off with a blown off knee. But he ended up escaping type. That's crazy. And it makes sense though, cause think about it. If he got locked up by the feds is going to they're gonna put you in that corner, gang. You're going to say what they want you to say. You get what I'm saying? No matter what it is, if it's true or if it's not, if you saw it or if you didn't, the feds are going to make you say what they want you to say. If you f***ed up in that position. Now I'm gonna tell you something like this, gang. Niggas always say no snitching, all this, that, the third. And this sound real good. Until you sitting back there and that until you sitting back there and them feds look at you and say, boy, we gonna give your 30 years for this gun case unless you go in here and say what we say. You go in here and say what we say, then you good. Now niggas say no snitching, and I agree. I understand this. I agree with it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can't expect no nigga to care more about you and your family than his and his own. So if in a nigga head, if all I gotta do is go back here, say some leave, and I can go live my life, be free, have my kids, all that shit, what do you think a nigga's gonna do? Why do y'all expect a nigga to not snitch? That'd be my question. Y'all never seen movies? Leave no witnesses if that's the case? Like, I just don't understand that.
As Trench's News also observed this murder. Witness 1 later saw King Von come back to the neighborhood after the murder and state in a threatening manner that King Von was from O Block. Trench's News lived in O Block up until 2011. King Von, T.Roy, D. Rose. There you have it, family. Cooperator 3, aka Fbg Butta, told on 3
and
people.
Cooperator 3 ended up being
that
Fbg
had
Butta.
nothing to do with them on situation.
And this nigga snitched on King Von, snitched on T.Roy, snitched on D. Rose, and like 4 or 5 murders. Now this is paperwork. This ain't even an accusation no more, G. This paperwork. This is happening. This is the Fed case. This is what's going on. You feel it? Now, I don't give a but I'm just I'm just saying, telling y'all what's going on. You feel me? Is he low-key bogus for snitching? Let's start there. Yeah, he bogus to a certain extent. But again, I don't expect nothing different from a nigga who got kids and a family and a life to live and money to make. I never understood why you expect no nigga to not snitch anyway. If I was gonna go on a body on a drill and I really had to take care of business like that, gang, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not leaving no witnesses. So just like the TV shows, just like the movies, if it's a nigga on the corner and he just seen me do it, he gotta go too. Cause I know he gonna snitch. It's not no, I hope he stick to the code. Ain't no motherfucking code. The code is every man for theyself. What y'all talking about?
Situations that had nothing to do with the case, only to help portray the image of
yeah, he was just they just yeah.
But check it out.
What's up?
I got some questions, bro.
Man, too good. Am I getting paid? Okay.
I'm getting paid. This ain't even no interview. It's more so. I was just gonna ask you. I don't know if you saying what I'm covering. I'm just asking you. Is the
nah, I just heard a little bitches got up here on your platform playing on my name for like in real life.
So this is the thing. I'm trying to give you a chance to say what's valid and what's not. I ain't here to I ain't here for none
In
of that.
real life though, right? You know, they gon' click in where they click in on that, right? But I don't took it, shorty. Tell her I don't care, shorty. Don't never play with me. I don't care right now. I ain't never got paid by the Fed, shorty. I don't took it. I ain't never in life, nigga. I don't took it, nigga.
She
Nobody
said you
never
didn't.
heard of me until another nigga mentioned me.
She
Oh,
said you
some deal,
didn't.
nigga.
She said you volunteered. She said you.
Come on, I ain't nobody paid me. Oh, took a grade, nigga.
I
Is
lie
this
to you.
nigga? Is
They
this
said-
nigga? And so is he angry because? Is he angry because he lied at 16? They said 16 shot lied and said that he got paid for it. So is he saying he didn't snitch, or is he saying he snitched for free? Because either one of them, I don't think either one of them is helping your image right now, Brody.
And the feds basically on the news line because they said Trenches got paid. He said he ain't get paid either.
Man, I'm fucking mention me, shorty. I don't took it, shorty. I don't be doing none of that, shorty. I don't care. I'm knee deep. When I move with dude now. Right or wrong. Keep it a buck.
For sure.
You know, folks. The internet. On took when I move with dude now, right, brother?
And that's what I'm confused about. That's why I don't know what's true or not. Cause I'm seeing that and I'm seeing this. So
Hey,
that's
look, brother. Hey, look, on some real shit. You hear me? Butter. I never sent a live nigga to jail. I never mentioned a story where somebody with a live person alive. So that's me, gang. I talk all my about the because they fucking did. On Tuka, shorty. And on Cairo, when everything said and done on Tuka, shorty, I'm still gonna be the same nigga on Cairo when everything done.
so that means she ain't lie to you then. That's what she said. She said that you ain't tell no new information. Everything you said was on people that passed away.
Right. See, that's why, and that's the reason I said I ain't looking at it like no super deep shit. Because if that's all I gotta do to get out of a case or some shit, and or to help my case, you feel me? And I ain't gotta snitch on nobody, nigga. The police already, it ain't like he convicting King Von. The police already know Von did that to K.I. They know, they been knew. They already know T.Roy had bodies. They already know D-Rose doing 40 years for a body right now. They already know this. So it ain't like Shorty just went up there and just straight up, flat out told on some niggas and had niggas like, you feel me? Nobody got locked up because of what he said. That ain't snitching to me. Now, is he kind of bogus for cooperating with the feds? Yeah. But nigga, all this got no snitching. Nigga ain't finna act like you just got a no snitching, no rapping, no none of that. Like, niggas ain't, I'm gonna tell y'all from person, niggas ain't doing that. Niggas ain't getting locked up and not saying no words and going to take 50 years for whatever they accuse you with to the chin and just sitting there in silence. Niggas ain't doing that. So I ain't finna sit here and play with y'all. I ain't gonna when nobody say that roughest, toughest gangster is not doing that. So I don't really see too much wrong with what he did, though. You feel me? They just used him the feds used him to try to help their case and to show that O Block is a dangerous gang and members from them have committed murders before. But they really didn't need the nigga because they already have prior cases that was already proving that Von did this to this person. Like, you get what I'm saying? Von got locked up for bodies. Every police officer in the country knows that King Von somebody. They just couldn't prove it. To the court, they couldn't prove it. You get what I'm saying?
I don't got nothing to say about it. Nobody alive. I don't know nothing.
But look.
I don't know nothing.
She did.
All that in my interviews. I talked about all that.
Right, he talked about it already. He's not even the first one to talk about it.
Technically. I've been doing interviews 4 years, gang. Anything I said on Tuka Great been in my interviews, gang. Something about on Sunday, so there ain't no 12, nothing. I'm not getting mentioned unless I'm me and my sister spanking them, keep it a buck.
No, I'm saying though, like
on Tuka, shorty. Ain't no on car.
How you talking right now?
Gang.
You hear me?
I'm listening.
How you talking right now? I know this is, so I don't want to be on no. How you talking right now? Like just like with your slang. They basically said like you ain't changed that.
Hey, look, you hear me? I'm not 12. On Tuka, shorty. You hear me? Period, point blank. No matter what. On Kyra, gang.
I don't think that's police.
Off a dead person.
I think police is,
I've been showing niggas how to
that
play the
person
law.
right there shot my brother.
How to play
Like,
justice system for a long time. You feel me? A lot of on it. Feel me? On two, shorty. I ain't going to jail, shorty. And I ain't sending no nigga to jail either.
Oh, bro.
I'm Kyrie because I want my lick back. Whatever you do to me, we gonna do back.
I feel that.
So this whole thing with the telling on the dead, what's, you know, if you telling on the dead, like
dead people, bro.
No,
Niggas
what I'm asking though is like
niggas lying.
What I'm asking is like what you telling on the dead. This was a situation where you volunteered to do this, right? Like you wasn't in a situation.
Bro,
where,
stop
like,
playing with me, bro. On Tuga Gray, because if
No,
we
I'm
was in person
asking
on Kyra, I'd press you in real life, folks.
Oh, you ain't gonna do to me.
I would, gang. On Lil Brown, I would.
None of that. I'm trying to
on
give you
Scrap,
respect,
I would.
gang.
On my sister, I would, gang.
Bro, you
I
be
overpress you in person, folks. On Tuga, shorty.
what you think gonna happen though?
On Tuga, shorty.
You think whatever can happen to me can't happen to you or something?
What on Tuga, whatever can happen to anybody.
We all men, gang. We all bleed the same. All that tough to leave that
Cause
else,
you know I
ain't
don't
out here trying to disrespect you, gang.
Hey, you know this me on the regular, brother. On Tuka, I'm nice to people but on Tuka when Muffy on Kyrie, bro, I'm still dude, gang.
But I'm saying you talking crazy like I am playing with you, gang. If I wanted to play with you, I would have played with you, bro. You don't gotta threaten me, bro. All that disrespectful shit, gang.
I you, gang. On Sunday over some word, over some pay, and I fuck with you.
I ain't gonna argue with you, bro. You tell them niggas, bro. I ain't gonna argue with you, bro.
Okay, yeah, I know. Get your fame, because I'm still bigger than you. On Kyrie, you can say what you want to say. At the end of the day,
yeah, that turn quick. That turn flip fast. Lady God.
Doing your feelings for what?
Because you playing. You playing with me.
I'm asking,
because you playing with me, gang.
I could've got on here bashing you, bro. Go watch all my content. I ain't bash you at all, gang.
Because I wouldn't bash you. Would I play with you? Would I bash you?
What you threatening?
Because I'm too. Listen to what you just said, right? If it was vice versa, brother, keep it about it.
What I say?
Right? What you just say, gang?
Tell me.
Oh, that one.
I asked you a question. I'm trying to see what I say that offended you.
Oh, Tuga Gray, bro. You say, right?
Well, you can't even think of those up.
And that was the end of that live. Shout out to 16 Shop. At the conclusion of this video, it's safe to say he definitely told on more than just everybody who's not alive. One person that is T.Roy.
Oh yeah, no, true. Okay, see that changes. Because you told on D Rose, folks. Now D Rose is alive, regardless of if he in jail or not. If you told on D Rose, they could give D Rose. D Rose got 40 years, so let's say he gonna come out. Let's say he do 20, come out on good time. He come out when he 40 years old. Wallow came out when he was 40 and became a multi-millionaire. You could potentially get that nigga an extra 30, 40 years for what you just told them folks. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, that's snitch. And you did still help the case that's sending niggas back to jail. You get what I'm saying? So you just gotta face the reality of what it is. You feel me? Now, if you just came out there and straight said, or if you just said nothing about it, or if you came out there and straight up said, yeah, I told them they folk, I just had to do that, man. They was trying to give me 30 years. I ain't doing 30 years for these niggas. You get what I'm saying? Now, it's some people that think the whole no snitching thing is stupid in itself, because it's like, thinking about it, some niggas think like this. Why would I not tell on my ops when I can send they to jail and go home in peace? People think like that. You get what I'm saying? So, y'all tell me what y'all think, folks.
Right now, serving 40 years. Fam, this is the story of a Chicago rapper / gang member who cried to authorities before getting arrested, made statements on cases for a case that had nothing to do with him, involved someone who's serving 40 years, and say the only people he spoke on are deceased. According to the facts, we all know that was a lie. And on top of that, because he's getting upset based on a reaction on social media, he's making threats to take out the life of somebody online. After we all know he'll talk to the police as well.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous man. Fam, let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's a dangerous man. Hey, no cap though. I gotta keep it real at all times, shorty. No cap. You gonna threaten me saying you will take my life and I know you talk to the police? I would have just hung up. I ain't listen, man. We ain't gonna do that. We not gonna do that. Oh no. Like I said, he would have been better off just coming out and saying, yeah, I told on them niggas, man. I did what I had. I said what they told me to say to get out my case or whatever the case was. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, for y'all know we got Trenches News on the back. Was a confidential informant for 10 years for they. You feel? So what other informants do we got in the situation?